You've been lied to. The American Revolution wasn't a glorious fight for freedom. It was a brutal, desperate scramble where morality died first. Mutinies erased tribes and shattered promises. The truth is darker than you think. We've all heard the sanitized version of the American Revolution. The brave patriots, the villainous redcoats, and the inevitable triumph of liberty. But history is rarely written in black and white. Beneath the paintings of heroic generals lies a much darker, grittier reality that history books often choose to ignore. What if I told you that the very foundation of this glorious revolution was built on betrayal, internal terror, and secrets that would haunt the nation for centuries? Today, on Untold History Vault, we are stripping away the myths to reveal the forbidden truth of the American Revolutionary War. Most people believe that the colonies were united against Britain. They weren't. In reality, this was America's first true civil war. Neighbors were turning against neighbors. If you lived in New York or Philadelphia in 1776, your biggest threat wasn't a British soldier across the ocean. It was the person living next door. Historians estimate that only about 1/3 of the population actually supported the rebellion. Another third remained loyal to the crown, and the rest were just trying to survive the chaos. The Patriots weren't just fighting for freedom. They were often hunting down loyalists, seizing their property, and using brutal tactics like tarring and feathering to silence any dissent. Before we dive into the shadow world of espionage, if you love uncovering the hidden layers of history, hit that subscribe button and join the Untold History Vault. We go where the textbooks won't. While the armies fought on the battlefields, a much more dangerous war was being waged in the shadows. This was a war of invisible ink, coded letters, and double agents. George Washington knew that he couldn't win with just muskets and cannons. He needed secrets. He built a sophisticated web of spies, known as the Culper Ring, who operated right under the noses of the British in New York. These weren't professional soldiers. They were ordinary shopkeepers, longshoremen, and even a mysterious woman known only as Agent 355. Their mission was simple but deadly: gather intelligence or face the gallows. Every scrap of paper carried the weight of the revolution, and one wrong move meant a silent death in the dark. But as we'll see, even as they fought for liberty, that word didn't mean the same thing for everyone. For centuries, we've been taught that the American Revolution was a simple struggle for freedom. But for many living through it, liberty was a hollow promise. While the Patriots spoke of unalienable rights, hundreds of thousands of enslaved people were watching from the sidelines, waiting for a freedom that would never come. For many, the British actually offered a better chance at liberation than the American rebels did. Then there were the Native American tribes. For them, the revolution wasn't a fight for freedom. It was an existential nightmare. The Sullivan expedition ordered by Washington saw the systematic destruction of dozens of Iroquois villages. This wasn't just war. It was an attempt to erase a culture from the map. If you're finding these facts shocking, let me know in the comments. Do you think the ends justified the means? Your thoughts help our community grow. Even the icons we revere had their shadows. We see Washington as the stoic hero, but he was also a man who struggled with a brutal military discipline that saw soldiers lashed or executed for the smallest infractions. The hunger, the freezing winters at Valley Forge, and the constant threat of mutiny created a pressure cooker that almost broke the Continental Army multiple times. The revolution wasn't a clean victory. It was a desperate, bloody scramble where morality was often the first casualty. The American Revolution changed the world, but not in the way the fairy tales tell us. It was a messy, violent, and deeply complicated struggle for power and identity. By acknowledging the dark truths, we don't diminish the achievement. We humanize it. Thank you for watching this deep dive. If you want to see more hidden chapters of history, check out our video on the Roanoke Mystery or the Radium Girls. Until next time, keep digging, because the truth is always buried deeper than you think. This is Untold History Vault, signing off.